Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of First Impressions here at Dexbuild. I'm Matt, and today we're checking out the game Reignbreaker. I hope that music's not too loud in your ears. I also hope it doesn't give me some kind of copyright thing. In fact, maybe I should just check that out right now. Audio, master volume. I'm going to drop that down. Actually, I'll leave master. We're going to drop music to like 80. SFX to like 80. Voices we'll leave all the way up in case it's like a voice-acted game and all that. That should be good. Anyway, this is a new roguelite that came out on March 18th that is kind of inspired by Hades with kind of a neon cyberpunk vibe. It's from Studio Fizbin and Thunderful Publishing. Studio Fizbin did Minute of Islands, The Inner World, I think Lost at Sea are the games they've played previously. I've not played any of those, but I am very excited about this one. Mostly because all you needed to say was inspired by Hades for me. Again, first impressions videos here on the channel are me checking out the game for the first time so that you don't have to, and you can decide if you're interested before you spend your hard-earned money. So we'll probably spend somewhere between a half hour to an hour checking out this game, trying to learn its mechanics so you can see if it's something that you'll be interested in.
Time to get an audience with Her Highness.
This does have a demo on Steam, if that's the kind of thing you're interested in. There's a little jittering happening. We don't want that. I'm just going to check the settings here. No, I don't need 160 hertz. Not for y'all. We also don't need VSync. Cool. That's a little better, perhaps.
Who trespassers in this bastion? Flee now and save yourself. Obey thy queen.
The signal. She's broadcasting down here. I must resist that.
You seem surprised. You thought yourself safe from my whispers here in the underground? No one can hide from my command.
You speak of hiding, cowering behind a screen. When I find you and we meet face to face, I will shut you up for good.
Hell yeah. So we've got a melee, it's looking like, and a dodge with A.
I need to break more seals.
Bridge locks let you progress to the next chamber. Raise the bridge by looting enough vaults to break the seals. You can enter the next chamber when the bridge is raised or continue scouting for more loot. So that's our way forward.
More seals first.
No, I understand. I heard you. So we got to figure out like what we can and can't interact with.
What is this? Fresh blood?
They have mosquitoes in here.
How dare you?
Buzz off.
Alright, so but we like essentially want to like gamble to see if we want to initiate fights. It's not running super great. I'm gonna have to look at that. There's no sort of taxing on my system. Everything's running pretty light, it's looking like. Bridge lock unsealed. So it just took one in this zone. But this wall is up. Oh, let's go loot.
Well, what were you hiding?
Okay.
I can break the bridge lock now.
Okay, we have a map. Gotta love that. That's what you want in your roguelites. It's funny because everything is so neon and so interesting looking. It's like almost difficult to tell what you can and can't interact with.
On to the next room.
I mean, I don't know if there's any indication there of like how much I needed in order to do that. Do y'all see how it's just randomly dropping frames? But my GPU is at like 60, my CPU is at 50. It just doesn't seem necessary, honestly. Not a ton of settings, so keep that in mind as well. Oh, we have a gun? I can throw it and it does like a repeated damage over time. Smash the statue to get health. Okay. There's gonna be so many secrets in a game like this, I feel like, which is kind of one of the beauties of roguelites. Now keep in mind with a roguelite, one of the interesting things is that over time, you need to kind of learn the language of the game, and that does take a few runs, you know, and that's not something we're going to be able to do to a full degree in a video like this, but we are going to try. Trying to figure out, like, there's that damage over time. So those pop up when I'm on them. Nothing I can hurt in here. And this is what I mean right now, like, because there's all these random neon pinks and stuff.
Track switched.
Oh, cool, you can turn traps on and off. That's cool. Got a big door there. Looks like it needs some keys. Oh, we haven't even started the true fight yet. I also don't think we have any healing items, or if we do, I don't know how to use them yet.
By my spare, if it isn't you, Clef, a most unwelcome surprise.
Is that you, Ardia? I should have known.
You should never have come here, Clef. You betrayed us. You betrayed your oath.
Against a tyrant, it's resistance.
Resistance is just a pretty word for treason.
See her? This could have been you if you were not so ungrateful.
Ring my bell. I'm unclear if I'm actually like getting keys out of these guys or why they look this way. Sure feels that way though, doesn't it? Oh my word. You're gonna have to learn how to heal soon. Very soon. Fortunately, it seems like almost every enemy can be stun locked at this point in the game, but I don't imagine that will stay for very long. So let's do some button experimentation. We got a lot of loot for that, or at least we got the,
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, there are choices here. I didn't even notice that last time. So while aiming, gain invincibility to ranged attacks. That's cool. The damage dealt by your bayonet is increased. Also cool. Plus 20% and blood for blood. Aiming causes you to only take scratch damage temporarily and let you heal for more damage for every current point of scratch damage. I don't know what that means yet. I'm going to take the heavy bayonet because I do like that bayonet so far. I would like to figure out, though, healing. Is there controls? Oh, yep. It's the big controls button. So, javelin swap. I don't know if I have to swap since I got the heavy one or if that's just an upgrade to my existing one. One release, interact. I don't see a heal button. Interact. I don't remember if you could heal in Hades. It's been so long. I mean, I'm sure there's like items and drops I can get, but... Oh, so I can use these traps. Good to know. But that's what we're here to do, right? Figure it out. Oh. Oh, we're in trouble. There must be health somewhere, right? Like, there must be. Probably gonna have to buy it from someone. Wonder what the trap switch here does, because I don't see the traps. Just want to explore before I commit to anything. I already come from this way? Oh! No. Did I see a sign that suggested medicine? Maybe this is like a healing machine? I don't know what that little signal means. I'm gonna interpret that as if I win, I can get healed, maybe? We are hurting. Remember? Oh, spikes got us. All right, so we're gonna learn if there's a. We're gonna learn if there's a way to heal, or if I just missed that, or if that's the deal. But, I am glad to die to learn the loop of the game a little bit sooner than later.
Oh, think of my poor art before you race headlong into the next fight.
I feel like my head came between an anvil and a blacksmith. An unavoidable part of the job, I'm afraid. It won't be easy, but I feel we might be in the right place. Her Majesty herself tried to shoo me away.
She's using the signal in here, but nobody comes down here. Nobody dares.
Hey, buddy.
Why is that one my buddy, but we're smashing the daylights out of all the other ones? So this is going to be our hub. I imagine we'll add to this over time, be able to upgrade things with some level of permanent progression. Maybe there'll be NPCs we bring back. I imagine that's our Hades-esque upgrade. Low damage, but rapid salvos of small projectiles. Ready your arms. Heavy Gatling gun increases javelin's impact damage by 100%. Why wouldn't I want that? So how do... Oh, that must be the part at the end.
Am I ready to go?
Alright, that's where you raid.
Time for training.
Okay. I don't think I knew about the slam, because that shoots it off immediately.
Ouch! Hot, hot, hot. No use. The javelin is overheated.
And I have to let it unheat down. Okay. Yeah, let's go explore. I'm not going to waste too much time in the hub.
Packed everything. I shall feel this in the morning.
I assume at some point there will be a merchant, but I was too bad at the game to get to see them at any reasonable speed. Now, these things that look like heal icons are a bit tricky.
A lock. It connects to the...
My leeches.
Just not the...
Is the layout always going to be the same? This looks like the exact same map layout. Alright, we get good iframes. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's going to be the same every time, I'm going to take the loot. And now I know that there's 3 options here. Lock, crack, bullet, damage. I don't know. How do I resurrect? Gain 1 resurrection now. Okay, so you can get resurrections. I mean, that's a pretty big thing as a new person in a run. I feel like in a roguelite, especially at the beginning, you want anything that just gives you longevity to the runs so that you can learn more about the language of the game and also, you know, just see and uncover and unlock more items that might help you from a permanent progression perspective. It is interesting that there's still... For health. Okay, the drink is health. I'm going to leave that on the ground. I wonder if I can come back to that. I'm going to test this because I used to do this in Isaac. I would leave stuff on the ground.
Splendid. The chambers have shifted again. But that trick won't protect the Queen of Keys for... Fingers crossed, this time the Bastion won't make...
So they're saying it becomes like rogue at this point. And I can't actually leave. Okay. We'll have to see once it's in the game what happens. Because I do want to see if you can leave healing items or other items on the floor so you just don't have to commit to using them when you don't need them. My melee is weak.
You always were.
Ha! Oddie.
That
Oh, I actually meant to undo this bell, but that's fine too. Oh my word. Ah. Y'all remember the movie Rollerball? This is it. Alright, could have done better, could have done worse there. I'm certainly going to relock this floor because otherwise I'm going to accidentally kill myself. Blood for blood. Aiming causes you to only take scratch damage temporarily. Lancer's boots invincibility, range attacks. I mean, that does seem kind of nice.
All seals removed.
I don't even remember which one I just grabbed. I did it so confidently, but I'm not even sure what I did. I gotta keep my eye out for statues. Like, is any statue have heals in them? What in the world was doing that to me?
Bringing this to camp.
We took a lot of damage there, and I'm not exactly sure why. That was a really close quarter fight. Alright, something about keys being this way. Maybe a place I can spend them. A merchant would be helpful. Okay, I think I deactivated the floor. Hey! Alright, see? Learning the language. Now I don't know what that exclamation point means. I guess I could maybe get like a temporary armor from the beer muscles. But that was big. I mean, that takes us... puts us in a way different perspective of health. Alright. Let's, before we do anything, let's do all the other things first. In order to create a battle room, there's gonna be 2 battle rooms, it looks like. Alright, well, let's start here. Oh, the bell stuns everyone else. I like that a lot. Cool. That wasn't so bad. At least up to that point now. I don't know what's going to be over at this other, Sorry, my dog's losing its mind. Defeat all the enemies for the time, and so I guess maybe I can't... It's not letting me unlock this, just FYI. So maybe if I had killed those enemies before the time ended, I'd have been okay, or maybe they want me to pick up my treasure first, I don't know. Also, don't know what that does.
Don't mind if I do.
That seems cool. Okay, so they did just want me to get all my stuff back. I'm going full aggression this whole time, just in case. Let's go. Give me that treasure, baby.
What were you hiding?
Little prick, what? Punches inflict bleed but deal less damage. No thanks. Maximum health. I just kind of did that, or had the potential for that. Getting hit deals 200 damage to nearby enemies, inflicts bleed. That seems cool. Get you out of a tight spot a time or two. Get me out of a few jams.
I can press forward now.
Alright, well the good thing is we've beaten our first run's record, which wouldn't have taken much, but we've done it anyways. But we're still learning. Always be learning. Also starting to like understand the things I can see that can help me and versus the ones that can't. I'd like to see a boss fight before we end our first impressions video. Adherent assault javelin. Equip it in the javelin armory. Is that back at base? I also don't need any health, but good to know they exist. Who are you?
Psst, hey, late.
What's this? You're rather small for a raider.
Yeah, that old queen's machines don't take any notice of us.
Where is your family?
My only family is the trench rats, and we live here. It's warm and dry.
There are more of you.
Huh. I'm curious if any of those people start coming back to camp or how that works. So I'm curious if that weapon we found...
My child, can you feel them watching you?
I'm curious if that weapon we found will now be back as like a starting weapon option when we at the hub. I guess that's why you sometimes don't break the bank, you know what I mean? I am curious to also see how the currency of keys works. So the colors in the game are nice. Like I'm really into the art style. Definitely plays a lot like a Hades, but the general vibe is good. Now I do think we could use some enemy variety at some point. I've seen like 3 total enemy types throughout 20 minutes of play. Now, yeah, I realize that's restarting the same, you know, level after a death. So of course, you know, certain areas are going to have the same enemies. That's how these games are designed. But even within, though, you could still have some variety of movesets and the things you need to do to beat them. But I also imagine you just start cooking through these quickly once you know what you're doing. It is starting to feel like my damage output is not enough. So I think that's the kind of upgrades we're going to want to start worrying about finding. See, like more bells. Let's freaking stop. We're cooking though. Game almost has like a Hyperlight Drifter vibe meets Hades. It's obviously mostly a color consideration, but a little bit of the combat, isometric. We're talking about the first one, not Hyperlight Breaker, which is obviously similar art style, but way different gameplay. Now, I understand the first game was not a roguelite like this, but... Alright, slam impact increase, that's interesting. Slam and throw, generate less heat, interesting.
I can raise the bridge now.
I like that. I forgot I gotta dodge with A. I'm not used to that being my dodge button. I did my power slam. Love the bell sound. Get off of there, you. So I have enough to cross the bridge, but I still have stuff to do. The other thing we haven't really done has been doing much map looking. So I have to remember about that. All right, let's just take on the room. See what happens next. Alright, we're getting a little more agile. Ugh, he says as he takes a hit, dances onto spikes. They did drop some enemies right on me, right in the middle of that, though, but... Nice. Should be able to stun lock this guy, if I remember right. He does not get out of that very well. Could use some health, though. I don't remember if the health that we had found has already been taken care of, but... I'm not even sure what throw is. I guess that's the jab. Okay, so it's that. Okay, where to now? Oh boy. It's all felt a little samey so far, as far as the map. So I'm also interested to see when you clear like a floor or a level or whatever they call it in this. Kind of what the differences are between those runs or rooms and how that light seems bad. I would imagine. Yep. I submitted myself to this, but I also wanted to see what happened if I let that light hit me. Now we know. And we can avoid it in a room where it might matter more later. Man, I do need some health, though. What are you gonna give me? Some kind of crystal currency. I imagine keys are one thing, and rubies are another in terms of one being permanent and one being a currency for that specific run you're on that you lose after it. That's my best guess. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. What's that? And another resurrection, so I have two now, right? That'll be interesting.
On to the next room.
Alright, they're calling them rooms, at least in terms of... I don't know if that's from this little area I'm into the next, or the entire zone before you cross a bridge, but... ultimately, it doesn't really change much. I like the impact slam. I feel like we've been doing that more. Come on, give me some heals. Or a place to spend keys. But so far, I'm just being gifted stuff I definitely don't need. Is this a shop? Looks like we have shop potential. Oh my god, I've never been hit by that guy this whole run. I mean, I feel like I need to know what these do, right?
Trap set.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I have to take that one right now. Did I not buy it? Restores 100 health. I mean, I took it and it was already sold out. I see. But I have more than 700 health or keys. It's not a consumable, is it?
What's on offer today?
Huh. Interesting. There's all the things we've picked up. But see, it's not like you use. It's like you have that, so. Alright. Well, I've either misunderstood something, that actually just seems like the most likely thing. Oh man, that would have been good. 100 health would have been good. Gonna need a beer statue. Am I back at my own hub? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, okay, so I could switch to my new javelin.
Bringing this to camp.
To camp. Okay, so I can't get it here. I thought that was the armory. That'd been cool. Is it really only a 6-minute run? That can't be right.
Supplies for
Something must determine that. Use up after 3 lockdowns. None of that feels strong enough to waste keys on right now. Now, I know I said kind of the goal should be longevity, and investing in something is, of course, going to help your longevity. Like, saving 390 keys that don't roll over, I don't think. Here's our boss. Okay, let's see how we can do. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. Tough boss. I mean, that is tough. Come to half health. Oh, I forgot I've got revives, though.
This won't stop me.
I'm not sure how to dodge those swords. Like, they don't really give you the iframes the others do. Oh, they do, actually. It's just a timing, like a going through them situation. That is a lot happening on screen at once. I feel okay about it. We got it really close, and I feel like that's a good look at what we wanted to see for our first impressions video, right there at a half hour. I'm obviously not very good at this game yet, but I'm pretty excited to check it out. If you like Hades and you like the aesthetic of this game, I think there's a lot to like. Oh, good. Look, get upgrade. We want to look at this too, just so you can see kind of what the permanent upgrades are. But I'd say for anyone interested in that kind of stuff, this feels like what you'd want. You know, allows you to perform a javelin strike. Each bayonet has a unique strike. Punch twice, pause, and 3 more times. I mean, at this point, like, I feel like health is so important. So the purple crystals are permanent upgrades. And I actually like both of those. Because a double dash and a health upgrade that they give you right away. I mean, you can see there's other good stuff kind of on the table as well. Resolve engine lets you turn your hard-earned resolve crystals, so those are your permanent run crystals. So you can see all the similarities already to Hades. It looks like
You took quite a wallop in there.
I don't remember.
The kids dragged you in here. You know, with the mouse hats and the spray
Damn it all. I think the runts took my key money.
so they'll always take your key money from bringing you back. Where's the armor? Is this it? Yeah. So now we have the adherent assault. So it attacks sticky bombs to enemies. That seems like that'll be fun to try out.
Am I ready to go?
Yeah. So your weapons you find come back here with you. So Dweller, Queen's Boot-looking Blood Scientist. Okay, so all those healing things on the ground are just thematic, not anything to suggest actual heals. So I keep getting distracted because I wanted to make sure you guys could see the hub. So you can kind of see the way the progression works, right? You have your runs. When you die, you come back. You'll bring back some permanent currency to buy you some permanent upgrades over time to make the future runs easier. You lose your keys, which are your way of upgrading during a specific run. And then you also can find weapons that will come back and be usable in future runs as well as it looks like probably NPCs and other kinds of upgrades. So that's where the Hades, like, and all roguelites, to be honest, let's be real. Like, Hades didn't really invent much of that. Like, all of it kind of existed to some degree. They just did it kind of better than almost anyone at that point. So I think if you're into that and into this aesthetic and kind of into what you've seen so far in the gameplay, except you know you could do better than me, well, then this is going to be the game for you. So be sure to check out Reignbreaker. It is out now on Steam, and you can. It's like under $10. It's like $8.99 on Steam right now during launch week. And keep in mind there is a demo, so if you want to check it out as well, make sure you like the feel of the play, or if you want to make sure it performs on your PC or whatever it might be. I will take a look for you right now. I'll just see if it's on other platforms in case you're the kind of person who might be interested in it being on console. Let's see, PS5. Nope. Looks like it is only on PC as of now, so that is something to keep in mind. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit the like button. Helps out a ton. We do all kinds of first impressions videos here, so you can make sure you check those out if you're interested in seeing new games as they come. But we also do Let's Plays. We're playing Split Fiction. We did Avowed. Andy's playing Ender Magnolia. We've got a Platinum Demon Souls run. We're going to be playing First Berserker as soon as that comes out on March 28th. All things to keep an eye on. We hope to see you around for those. If you want to see them as they come out, hit subscribe. We got new content every single day here on the channel, and hit that notification bell if you want to see those as they come out. Comment down below. We love interacting with you guys. The community is why we do this. We love talking to people about games, so can't wait to chat with you down there. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you again next time.